Welcome back. Once again, this is Dupes the Genius, all the way from Genius Tuition Institute. Hi, grade 11s. I welcome everyone back on the blog. We are now moving. Now, we are now on the last part of our term, and we are now going to focus on a very nice topic. All mathematics topics are nice, guys, because they are full of challenges and we use what we know best. So guys, our topic for this lesson is based on a part discipline of mathematics called Analytical Geometry. Analytical is a word derived from analyze. Now, meaning we are going to analyze geometric figures from a straight line, circles, hyperbolas, parabolas. We are going to use this part of mathematics, which is called analytical geometry. So guys, this is it. Let me jump into the details. Analytical geometry. Geo means earth, metry means measurement. Now we are going to measure and graph that. So now what is the purpose of this lesson? Point number one, the purpose of this lesson is to draw the equation of a line where the given data is 2 points. That is, we need to know how to draw the graph of a straight line using 2 given points. That is point number one. That is our purpose number one. And purpose number two is to draw the equation of the line passing through a point and a given gradient. Now, this is it, guys. The first purpose is finding the equation of the line where the given data is 2 points. And the second one is finding the equation of a line passing through a point and a given gradient. Remember, the first one, 2 points. The second one is a point and the slope or the gradient of the graph. Fine. Now, next, we are also going to analyze, that is perpendicular, or find the equation of a straight line pertaining perpendicular lines and parallel lines. We are going to deal with that later on another lesson, guys. Bear with me. And now, the equation of a straight line. Equation of a straight line. The equation of the straight line through 2 points. Suppose we have a straight line, a set. Now, what is the standard form of a straight line? The standard form, that is the form of which is known of. That is, y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the gradient, m is the gradient, and this goes like m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. We have m as the m as the gradient, and then your C as the y-intercept. Now let me show you something, guys. Let me just push this to the side. Yes, here we have m. M is the slope of the graph. It can be positive, negative, and it can also be stationary and undefined. When it's stationary is when the gradient is 0, guys. And when it is increasing, that is when the gradient is positive. When it is decreasing, that is when the gradient is negative. So the y-intercept, what is the y-intercept? We know that the y-intercept is where the graph will cut the y-axis. So guys, let me show you another thing. In order to understand this fully, one needs to understand what is the gradient. The gradient is the slope of the graph. Now, this is determined by y minus 1 over x, that is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Or it can be y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Now, what is the pattern here? When you start with y2, you must also start with x2, and with y1 and with x1 on the denominator side. So, and when you started using y1, you must also start using x1. That is the case, guys. Now, for finding the equation of a line where 2 points are given, you have to use this formula, guys. This is a formula, points formula. It's y minus y1 equals y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Inside the brackets, you have x minus x1. Now, this is the formula where you are given 2 points. You have to use this formula. It goes straight to the answer, guys. So let me show you something. Let us now use that particular formula to find out the equation passing through the equation of a line passing through. Find the equation of the line. No, guys. That's some words are omitted here. Find the equation of the line passing through this point, which is minus 5 is to 7, and 6 is to minus 3. Now, the first thing that you need to do, guys, point number 1, you see the sketch here. Please plot the points and sketch the line. That is by plotting the points and then join the line. That will also give you the sketch of the graph. Now, point number 2, deduce the sign of the slope. If it slants like this, the gradient is negative, but if it goes like this, it's positive. When it is parallel to the x-axis, the gradient is 0, and when it is parallel to the y-axis, the gradient is undefined. Please make sure you know that. Fine. Now here, the first thing is to plot the points, sketch the line, deduce the sign of the slope, either being negative, positive, 0, or undefined. Now calculate the equation using the formula, which is y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 into x minus x1, close. So in that case where we had to use the points, we were given these 2 points, that is minus 5 is to 7 and 6 is to -3. Now we are going to substitute. Y minus y1, our y1 is 7. And then equals -3 minus 7 all over 6 plus 5. The change in y over the change in x, and then it will be x minus 5, that becomes positive, and then it close. This is -10, and then this is 11, and then into x plus 5. Then you transpose this to that other side, and then what do you get? What do we get, guys? What do we get? What we get is -10, y equals -10 over 11 into x plus 5, and then plus 7, because it was transposed from this side, which is this one. It went to this side, and then the sign changed to positive. And then the denominator. The denominator is 11, therefore we have to write 7 under the denominator. And that is why 7 is equal to 77 over 11. If you divide by that, you divide 77 by 11, you will get that. By so doing, cross multiplying, you'll get 77. That's it. Now, so this is going to be y equals minus 10x over 11 minus 50. This is 10 multiplied by that is 50 over 11, and then plus that, plus 77 over 11, then negative positive. The bigger one is 77, therefore we take the sum of the middle term and subtract the smaller one from the bigger one. That will be 77 minus 50 gives us 27 over 11. Now, this is our equation. This is the equation of the line, of this line. Look, the slope is negative. Do we have a negative gradient? Yes, we do have a negative gradient. We do have a negative gradient. Look at this. This is minus 10. And then it cuts at positive 27. That is where the graph cuts. This is positive. So is our C. So is our C, guys. Look at this. This is 27 over 11. And now remember, what you need to remember, guys, is the standard form is y is equal to mx plus c. This should be your final step. And this is it. Y is equal to mx and then plus c. Right, now let's move again. Let's move. Now for point number 2, we were supposed to have an equation with a given gradient and only one point. Let me show you that. Given the equation, we have to find the equation with a given gradient and a point. Now, for an example, that equation, the formula that we are now going to use is, instead of having that one of y2 minus y1 as a gradient here, I'll show you what we are going to do. This is it, guys. It's going to be y minus y1 equals m. We substitute that y2 minus y1 by m because that will be the gradient. You will be given this gradient, n2 x minus x1. Now this is the standard form of, this is the formula for finding the equation where you are given the gradient and only one point. There's no need to calculate the gradient because it's given. Right, say for an example, we have the gradient is 2. And then a point that is given is d, which is minus 3 is to 5. What are we supposed to use? We are going to use this formula, guys. This becomes x1 and this becomes y1. So y minus y1, our y1 is 5, y minus 5 equals, our gradient is 2, which is m. And then in bracket x plus no, it's x minus minus 3. Minus 3, it becomes positive 3, and then close bracket. Now, what is the next move? Bracket means multiplication. We have to multiply each and everything which is inside the brackets by 2. That will be 2x, then plus 6. And then we transpose 5 to that side, then it will be plus 5 because it's negative on the left-hand side. So then what do we get now? What we get is very clear. 6 plus 5, these are two like terms. Then they are both positive, therefore the answer will be positive. And then we add them because we have to add. So this will be 2x plus 11. 2x plus 11. And so, guys, what is needed is you need to have the standard form. Let us not forget. Our standard form is y is equal to mx plus c. Now here, our c, this is our c, our y-intercept. Our y-intercept. What is our y-intercept? Y-intercept. To intercept is to meet at one point. So that is where the graph cuts the y-axis. It cuts it at 11, positive 11. That is above the x-axis. So another thing is the gradient. The gradient is 2. 2 is positive. Therefore, our graph will slant from the third to the first quadrants. That's it, guys. That's it. Now, for now, I would like to give you this task, and I'm going to show it to you guys. It's going to be like this. Yeah, let me fold it. Let me try to fold it. Let me fold it. Let me fold it. Let me fold it. Yeah, I want you to do this task for me, guys. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it. Yeah, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Yeah, this is it. But you have the first one. Okay, just look at the first one and the last one. I'll say the last one. I'll say the last one. The last one is 2.4. That is the only one that is obscure, I think so. Now, the first question is, find the equation passing through these points. That is 1.1 up to 1.4. And then for question 2, we have find the equation of the line with the following details. We have m equals 5 and p 6:6. Second one, which is 2.2, m equals -2 and d -4:-4. And then third one, which is 2.3, m is 0. Very interesting. 0. And then t equals, t is the point, 5:5. And then the last one, I just want to show you this, guys. The last one is m is undefined and q is 2:3. I like that. I like that, guys. How do you do this? How do you do this? This is very interesting. Now, I need my answers in Google Classroom. That is your grade. Grade 11s, all the grade 11s. And I am aware that you are not posting your work. This is not for fun, guys. Remember, even those who are outside Lady Brent, please make sure that you do your work. I don't want to call names, but I know that it seems as if you are struggling. So we have a we have Telegram group. We also have a Skype group. So guys, this is how we should communicate: Skype and Telegram. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All of the best, and make sure that you don't forget my contact details. That is for WhatsApp, Telegram, yeah, you name them. That is +27. If you are in South Africa, you just have to use 0 instead of 27. +27 72 042 3417. I repeat, +27 042 3417. And this is your tutor from the Genius Institute. Yes, Genius Tuition Institute in Ladybrand, Free State. I'm proud to be a Free Stater because we are ranking #1, guys. Yes, and we are going to repeat it this year. Now, you at grade 11. Next year, you are going to do likewise. #1 all the way. Free State. Thank you. Genius Tuition Institute are the ones that are at the forefront. We know. Some are in Turkey, Russia, and one is working in Egypt. I'm proud to say this with a big smile. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Love you all.